Hey everybody, welcome back. Kevin, Yuji, Original Grognard. We're back at the computer. As we can see, we're streaming. So that means I need to check a few things to make sure everything's working just right. DB, 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 DB. There we go. Something's happening. There we go. All right. Oops, if I turn the volume off on my YouTube channel when I'm checking it out. Now, should I post this? Yeah, you know what? Let's not worry about it. Welcome back. I think I'm good. I think I'm up and going. Stellaris. So there are a lot of computer games that I have over 300 hours in. There are some computer games that I have over 500 hours in. There are a handful of games that I have over 800 hours in. There are 2 games that I have over 1,000 hours. And I'm not talking MMORPGs. Those don't count. The World of Warcraft, my Star Trek Online, that doesn't count. This is just regular, straight up, turn-based or, real-time type video games. The 2 games that I've hit the covet, actually both of them have over 1,100 hours. Civilization 5 and Stellaris. And amazingly enough, you go back and look at all the other games that I've played over 300 hours. Most of them are Paradox releases. Crusader Kings, EU3, EU4. Yeah, a bunch of games like that. And yes, I do like the 4X series of games. I don't know why, I just do. So to say that I enjoy Stellaris is an understatement. I love Stellaris. Now, you would think with 1,000 hours, maybe this guy actually knows what... No, I don't know what I'm doing in Stellaris. I pretend to know what I'm doing, and I'm good at it, but I'm not great at it, and there's some things that I don't know what is going on, but the new DLC just dropped. MEGACORP. Yeah, bunch of good stuff. Now, a lot of people will complain about DLCs and say, well, it should have been in the game originally, and they're just ripping your money. Well, you know what? Shut the hell up. Honestly, literally, just shut the hell up. All right, a lot of times DLCs go in because they don't know how the game is going to progress. Because honestly, you're going to have more figuring out of bugs and how people want to play a game with 10,000 people playing for 100 hours than you will 100 people playing for 10,000 hours. Yes, sometimes DLCs should have been included in the base game, but you know what? If it's a good enough DLC, who the hell cares? Paradox is guilty of this. They do a lot of DLCs, but I don't mind paying for it because a lot of times when they release the DLC, they also release free content. Now, in Stellaris' case, they could very easily justified in, instead of releasing the DLC, just releasing it as an expansion or as a sequel. Stellaris 2, Stellaris 3, Stellaris 4. There's so much content and so much game-breaking stuff that happens in each of these major that has happened in each of these major DLCs. The game is virtually unrecognizable from when it was first released, and a lot of that came about because they started taking feedback from people, what people liked, what people didn't like, and found what things they needed to change, and they changed it and added it and included it. So yes, we now have MEGACORP. Now the biggest thing for this one is a complete overhaul of how planets work. So we don't have the old tile system like we used to, and I know a lot of people used to hate that. So no more tiles on the planets anymore, which in its own right is a huge, massive overhaul. You have corporations now. I've kind of been playing a corporation pretty much since day one, my dwarven stellar industries, but it's been an autocratic, mining conglomerate basically. Not really a dedicated corporation. Now we have rules for dedicated corporations. Slave traders, a whole bunch of other stuff. Bunch of words. I didn't bother to read the patch notes. We're just going to jump in and try to figure it out. But yeah, Stellaris 2.2, Le Guin. I'm sure Le Guin is some scientist because that's all their patch notes or all their major patch updates are named after scientists. So yeah, we don't want to see that again. Close. So, has anybody joined us yet? Nobody's joined us yet. Maybe I should put this out on a couple channels. Yeah, why not? Let me sit here and let me go share this to a couple places real quick. Dee-dee-dee, dee-dee-dee. Derpy derpy derp. Yep, that'll work. Okay, yeah. There's probably a good thing I have autocorrect because I can't spell to save my life. Never have been able to. Spelling and math, both my really big, weakest points in my existence. And kind of funny for someone who is in gaming to, be horrible at spelling and math. Let's see. All right, so we got okay. So we've got this to a couple places on Facebook. Maybe we'll generate some interest and some views here. But let's go ahead and jump right in on how we are going to change my Dwarven Stellar Industries. Now you can see here I've kind of made a couple races. A small number of races. But let's go down to Dwarven Stellar Industries. This is my Dwarven Stellar. I've been playing the Dwarven Stellar Industries pretty much since the Humanoid pack came out within like the first few months, and they gave us dwarves so we could play dwarves. So I've been playing dwarves. So normally, as we can see, democratic, mining guild, warrior culture, fanatical egalitarian, militarist, slow breeders, communal, quick learner, strong. Kind of fits with dwarves. But we're now corporation. Because we now have corporations, so we're going to edit that. Whoops. We're going to edit them. Okay, appearance. No, we're going to keep it dwarves. Species name. Yeah, dwarf. Name list. We're going to go with the Roman name set. I like the SPQR names, except for the fleet names, but those can be changed. Traits. Okay, this is one of the ones we need to decide. I like all of these. I don't know if I need to have strong anymore. Because, well, maybe not. Slow breeders. I always like to have some type of negative on my races, but slow breeders, and honestly, it can be genetically modified out, and I usually do genetically modify it out when I get to that tech. But you know what? Let's see. Non-adaptive, no. Quarrelsome. I could go with quarrelsome. That's less unity. Ugh. Not repugnant. Not deviant. Not decadent. Not wasteful. Yeah, I think we'll keep our traits the same because that kind of goes along with the dwarvy theme. So, okay, what do we got? Okay, our home world we're gonna keep with the continental. I like continental, and of course the home world is deep home with the star name of Kazakh. Don't ask. I used to like it a lot. So don't ask. City appearance, humanoid. All right, so here's where we're getting into the new funky stuff. Government and government and ethics. All right, so we want to be a megacorp. Okay, corporate holds an election every 20 years to select a new ruler. Administrative cap 20. Empire size penalty plus 50%. They're not very big empires. I'm not going wide on this one. Can't go wide with corporations. Okay, does not have Gestalt conscience. Gestalt conscience can't be a corporation. Imagine that. Does not have fanatical egalitarian. Well, okay, so we're going to have to get rid of the fanatical egalitarian. And that'll allow us to pick up corporate. So, now what do I want in its place? I can pick either two more normal, or I can pick one major ethics. Well, if we're not going major egalitarian, let's go minor egalitarian. And let's also go minor xenophile. So we're not major in any ethos. So militaristic. Actually, I don't even think I need to be militaristic anymore, since we're a corporation. So let's go ahead and lose the militaristic. Now, with a corporation, if I wanted to go with a spiritual build, I could be a mega church. And if I don't know which one it is, but there's one of them you can go that you end up being a crime syndicate. There's special rule sets for being a crime syndicate. Hey, Waz, how you doing, bud? I kind of hoped you were gonna kind of pop in here. I know you've done Stellaris a couple times in the past. And everybody go check out Waz's channel. He does a lot of good computer war games. He's been doing a lot of it's the submarine game and the new Napoleonic. I am so bad I don't even remember the name. Well, I'm sure Waz, you can type it in there which ones you're doing on your channel. But go check out his channel because I said so. All right, so we're going corporate. Let's see. Fanatic Xenophile? No, we like other races. We're trying to spread our corporation everywhere. Authoritarian? No. Spiritualist? No. Militarist? No. Xenophobe? No. Materialist? You would think materialist would be all about stuff, but honestly, the way the system works it out is materialistic is more science. I wish there was a way of being, well, materialistic rather than just scientific. Materialist does not equate to scientific. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, all right, let's keep with minor militaristic. No, you know what? Let's go major. Fanatic Xenophile. We really like other people. All right, so with corporation, holds an election every 20 years, select new ruler, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of, purge everything and start off with 2 civic points. Let's see, brand loyalty, monthly unity plus 15%, criminal heritage. No, we're not doing a criminal heritage. Franchising. Yeah, we might do that. Free traders. Free traders is probably good. A media conglomerate. No, we're not going to do media conglomerate. Private prospectors, that's not too bad. Ruthless competitor, trading posts. Trading posts might be good. But let's see what some of the other ones. Gospel of masses. You can only be gospel of masses. In other words, a megachurch, if you're spiritualist. Indentured assets, slavery, if you're some degree of authoritarian. Naval contracts, if you're some degree of militarist. Or private military company. Ooh, PMCs. That's not bad. But anyways, I think we're going to go with franchising and trading posts. So we're a trade league. And these choices that we make will actually determine what exactly we're called. So if we just go with franchising, we're a mega corporation. If we go with media conglomerate, well, let's see. So I guess sometimes it doesn't. But sometimes what your choices are in your civics and your ethics will determine exactly what type of. It's like a megachurch. If you take the spiritualist and the gospel of the masses, you're not a corporation. You're a megachurch. So, and I know I'm probably explaining that horribly, but anyway. So trading posts and franchising. So that's cool. Now, advisor voice. We got a couple new ones in this one. We got Ruthless Conglomerate.
Every successful economy is built around a hopeless cycle of repetition where we sell you the empty promise of happiness and fulfillment, and unfulfilled as ever, you still come back for more.
Apple! So go with the Ruthless Conglomerate voice, and that would be the Apple, and I hope that came through good enough. If it's not loud enough, let me know, because I can always increase the in-game sounds. Or I can go Slick Corporation.
Don't let the baseless accusations of wrongdoing fool you. Our competitors is simply projecting their own insecurities. Here at Megacorp, we always put your future first.
And then, of course, you've got the filthy communist worker.
Workers of the galaxy, unite.
Yeah, whatever.
You have nothing to lose but your restraining fields.
Our goal is to create a galactic system that maximizes
I think we're going to go with Slick Corporation
and redefines future-proof solutions
as
for every stage
our
of the customer's
advisor
life.
voice.
Megacorp, we're with you every step of the way.
Empire name, Dwarven Stellar Industries. Adjectives, dwarf. Flag, yeah, it's a credit symbol. It's a blue credit symbol. We like blue. Ship appearance, we're going with humanoid still. Ruler, male, and then, you know, since I went with the, you know, SPQR naming set, it's going to be a Roman style name, Paulus Facidius. We like that one. Title, chairman, that comes from what I am. Yeah, so the room, everything, the clothes. Let's see. Maybe we should change clothes because we're now more corporation. I like that. Let's see what else we got. 6 clothes types. Balls. All right, we'll go with that. Hairstyle. We like that hairstyle. Let's go with that hairstyle. It'll change anyways, but some bushy eyebrows. We like that room, so let's just go ahead. Next, yeah, so again, we're corporate trade league, trading post franchising, egalitarian, fanatical xenophile, slow breeders, communal, quick learners, strong. So let's go ahead and save that. You have already saved a save design called Dwarven Stellar Industries. Do you wish to replace it? Yes. Saved successfully. So back. And we're going to select them. Alright, galaxy size, yeah. They added in, I believe, small. As my phone and 1,000 other things beep. I could have swore that they had a small with like 200 planets. But anyways, I go big. So we're going huge, 1,000 stars. Galaxy shape. I like 4 arms. I thought maybe. Alright, so 4 arms. AI empires. Kind of want to crank that down a little bit. Advanced AI starts. I typically hate advanced AI starts, but I kind of need it as kind of a balancing thing. So hold on a second. Make sure I turn the microphone back on because I've forgotten to do that in the past. But anyways, technical issues abound sometimes. Where am I? Where is my game? There we go. All right, so at AI Empires, I like having a maximum amount of Fallen Empires just because they make the game fun. But to do that, you kind of do have to crank down the AI Empires a little bit. And the advanced AI starts will also... It's one thing, if I understand it correctly, the AI Empires plus the advanced AI starts plus Fallen Empires, that's the total number. So you're saying AI Empires of 13 and 9 of them are advanced. No, as far as I understand, it's 13 plus 4 plus 5, and they try to stuff all of them in there as much as possible. So let's go ahead and bring that down a little bit more so we can have a little bit more breathing room. Marauding Empires, the con, where the con comes from, we'll go with that. Tech tradition costs, keep that at 1 times. Habitable worlds, crank that up to 1.25. Primitive civilizations. When the game first came out, there were primitive civilizations everywhere. When the first patch came out, they just jacked them down to almost nothingness. So I like having primitive civilizations out there. So we're gonna jack that up to 2.25. Crisis strength, that's the in game. One of the 3 nasty in game. I've been running at 1.5 for the longest time, so we'll keep it at 50% stronger than base. Mid game start year 2300. That's when they start rolling for the mid game at Crisis, and in game start year is when they start rolling for the in game. Now I've seen it go as far as 75, 80 years past when it starts rolling. I don't know what the dice roll is, what their requirements are, but it can sometimes go a while. Victory year, now that's something new. This controls at which year the game will end with the highest scoring empire being the winner. Still possible to keep playing past. Yeah, we'll keep it at 2500. I'm cool with that. Because sometimes, it gets to the point where, like, all right, you're done. You know you're going to conquer the galaxy. Let's see. So Commodore, I can't remember. I think Commodore's base. Scaling difficulty off. No, we don't want scaling difficulty. AI aggressive list normal. Empire placement random. Advanced neighbors. Yeah, turn that shit off. I hate that. Hyperlane density down to 0.75. I don't like lots of hyperlanes. Abandoned gateways. We'll keep those at one type. Guaranteed habitable. Now this is a new one. Normally, whenever you'd play within like 1 or 2 jumps of your system, your starting system, you'd always find at least 2 planets that were your habitability range. I guess this is now a slider that they have in there that you don't have that 2 guaranteed anymore. You could make it 1. Why would I want to make it more difficult for myself? I don't know. So we're going to keep that at 2. And Iron Man mode, which means I can't save the game. But I get achievements, and I am an achievement whore. I have mentioned that, and I have commented on that several times. I am an achievement whore, so we're going to keep that on. So if I screw up, that's probably going to be game over, and I've done that a lot in this game. So we're going to see. A lot of new mechanics in this game. I may have a complete revolt on my hands within 10 years. All right, starting new game. I haven't played this in like 3 months because I've been waiting for the DLC. It's like I don't want to play it, don't want to play it, don't want to play it till the DLC comes out. I guess the new DLC is out, but now I'm going to play. Oh, you can do what do they call them? Agropolises, where you can make hive worlds, like from 40K. Okay, Dwarven Stellar Industries. In the eons since the first primitive dwarf communities took shape in the meadows and forests of Deep Home, our civilization has spread and prospered. Of course we have, we're dwarves. In the early days, our people were governed by primitive feudal realms and ineffective nation-states. Gradually, as global trade increased, the myriad of corporations, consortiums, and guilds into which our merchants organized themselves grew increasingly wealthy and influential. Now, this all changes depending on what background you took. After a period of conflict and rivalry, the most powerful of these entities banded together into a trade league with enough power over the economy to become the de facto world government. Now, after the discovery of the Hyperlane Network, the finest minds of Dwarven Stellar Industries have finished development of our first hyperdrives. Whee! The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. And now we are going to export our form of democracy everywhere. And capitalism. Because we love capitalism. Alright, so, wow, bunch of new things have changed. So it looks like mostly the systems haven't changed. You still start off with a couple 3 systems that have got mining facilities around them, and not all of them. But right here this is the first thing I'm noticing. We've got this 39 under Deep Home. So 39.56 something collected by trade on. Now we got a bunch of new resources up here. Okay, so we've got energy credits. We got minerals. Okay. Food. Consumer goods. Alloys. Influence. Unity. Physics research. They looks like they've combined all 3 of them into just a general science. I don't know if I like that. Then the rare stuff, empire size. Okay, that's completely changed. Total empire size 13 from 9 districts. That 9 districts has got to be from planets, from 1 system and from 1 colony. Administrative cap of 50. Base of 30. Okay. Okay, so that's basically how much we can expand out. Empire system, we own 1 star system, 1 colonized system. I'm going to guess that the colonized system is also our home system, so let's take a look at the map. Okay, so yeah, it is just Deep Home. So close the galaxy map, go back in here. What else have we got? Dwarven population 28, okay. Starbase capacity of 7 and naval capacity. Okay, that hasn't changed any. Alright, so we've got consumer goods, that's new. Stored 100 of 10,000, monthly gain 9.3, produced 23.5. Base jobs, consumed, jobs, population. Advanced resource that represents the various gadgets, luxuries, and goods necessary to give your pops a good life and to perform intellectual jobs such as research. Gain more by building civilian industries and buying more on the market. Okay, so good to know that. Alloys. Advanced resources with a military application, which we need to construct ships and star bases. And we can gain more by building alloy foundries and buying more from the market. Influence, yeah, influence has always been the same. Unity's always been the same. But now we've got all these. Oh, that looks like they took away, because all these buttons used to be a collapsible button right there. Check. Okay, so contacts, that's people who have contact. Okay, that hasn't changed any. Situation log. Alright, so that's anomalies, victory conditions, situation. Although now we've got score right there, and there's the breakdown. Okay, so that's new. Market is completely new. This is where you can buy and sell on the galactic market. Empire, planets and sectors. This looks all stockpile. This looks all okay, mostly familiar. Expansion planner, yeah. We haven't found any other planets yet, so that's not going to say anything. Policies, there we go. That's what we want to check out. Let's check out everything else first. Edicts, all right. Volatile land clearance. Crystalline sensors. Exotic gases is fuel. Oh, so they've got a bunch of new different edicts we can do. Volatile ammunition. Able to deploy volatile motes as an explosive in our ship's ammunition. Lasts 11 years. Kinetic energy damage is plus 25%. Nice. Explosives, volatile reactor. Ooh, okay, so folks. Okay, so much more resources it looks. For different edicts we can do. Traditions. This, from what I understand, hasn't changed much. Harmony, prosperity, domination. Yeah, you're going to get all those by the end of the game anyways. Ship designer. Yeah, ship designer probably hasn't changed much. Well, let's go ahead and get rid of that flak battery and change it from a picket ship. I got a buddy who swears by the missile boats. Whatever. I prefer more the interceptor hull, and I usually go with 2 mass drivers and 1 laser, at least to initially start with. And then I go with 2 shields and 1 armor. We'll see if that's still effective. And let's turn off auto generate. No, we don't want to save that. We want to rename it Crossbow, because that's more fitting for a dwarvy Corvette ship name. So there we go. And the Fabius, we'll just go ahead and delete that, because we don't like that design. We prefer our own design. Okay, so ship designer hasn't changed any. Fleet manager, the heart of the game, and I love the ship or the fleet manager. Makes the game so much easier. So many people I've seen play don't utilize the fleet manager. Fleet manager is great. You just set how many ships of whatever class you want, and when it's low, you just hit the reinforce all button, and it'll set all your ship's yards to rebuild and refuel the fleet. So, but we did retrofit our ships. We did have them, so we need to retrofit them from the Fabius class to the crossbow class. So we hit the core refit. So we were going to switch it out for a different design of the crossbow class, and then hit upgrade, because we need to upgrade from the original design to my design. And as now we see, it's over here, military fleets. You know, this hasn't changed any, or our outline over here hasn't changed any. So we got that out of the way. That's good. Technology. All right. Let's not worry about that. That looks like it hasn't changed any. Factions. I hate dealing with factions, but yeah. Claims. Yep. Claims haven't changed much, it looks like. Species. Yeah, it looks like they just moved most of the drop downs. And leaders, yeah, they've just moved it all to here. This is going to take a little bit of getting used to it all being over here instead of along the top now. Alright, so we got that. Now let's take a look at our sciences. Physics research. Research station output, that's new. Empire modifier, research station output plus 10%. Actually, it's remodeled. That looks like they just changed the graphics, but that's the old, okay, the old research lab for, what is this, physics? Yeah, physics. Fusion reactor, quantum theory. This is a new one. Physics research from researches. Now, see, that's new. I don't understand that. So, evidently, you've got a base amount of research, and it's split up. That's gonna be kind of confusing. I'm not really sure, but anyways, let's go with the research station output. Anyways, let's see what societal has. Hyper entertainment forums, monthly Unity. Yeah, we like Unity, so we're gonna go with that one. And engineering. Powered exoskeletons, carrier operations. Wow, carrier operations is early now. That used to be much later, mainly because you couldn't even stick hangar bays on anything below a cruiser class. So we'll go with powered exoskeletons. So there's my research that I decided, and it's going to take a while for that to fill up. But again, this is all just pre-game. I mean, we haven't even started exploring yet. This is just what I'm doing to get myself set. So we'll close the galaxy and go into our system. Let's see, we got a construction ship. So yeah, and it's real easy. Let's just, no, which one do I want to do first? Energy. We always want energy. Where's the spare energy to? Because it says I have 2 energy that I'm not. Oh, there it is. So let's go ahead and start off by building a mining station there. Yep, 100, which drained all my minerals. That's no big surprise there. So get him started working on new stations so I can start building more stuff. And the science ship. All right, what do we want to do with the science ship? Start off with one science ship. Which direction do we want to push it? Since we've got very narrow hyperlanes, it's easy to create choke points in this. I mean, it's been that way since the last big DLC when they really cut down the number of hyperlanes. And then I've got to cut down even further. Let's see, which way do we want to go? Let's push them this way. So let's have them survey the system. Oh, and the biggest thing that we want to take a look at, the new planet. This is how the new planetary systems look now. So it's completely revamped. Gone are the old planetary tiles. Now let's see if I can figure this out. Empire capital, continental world, planetary size of 19, so it can support 19 districts. Okay. Decisions. What are decisions? Oh, okay, so those are planetary edicts. Distribute luxury goods, encourage planetary growth, discourage planetary growth, declare martial law. Alright, that's fine. Stability is at 60%. That's something we gotta have to keep an eye on now. Political stability of the planet, primarily determined by the overall happiness of the population, can be reduced by conditions such as overcrowding, low amenities, and crime. Alright, so okay, what do we have here? Districts. We've got 4, okay, what is this? 4 of 11. What does that 4 of 11 mean? Districts. City districts. Okay, so that must be city districts. Upkeep is 2, housing is 5, clerk jobs. Okay, and clerks produce trade value and amenities. Okay. I guess if I want to upgrade that to 5, that's going to cost me 500 minerals and take 480 days. Generator district, upkeep is 1, but that generates housing, technician jobs, and they produce energy credits. Okay. Mining district, give a little bit of housing and miner jobs. They produce minerals. So they basically have taken all the tiles and just compressed them all down into, all right, this is all the minerals slots on this planet. This is all the energy producing. This is all the food. So that's going to take some getting used to. Okay, so what kind of buildings have we got already? Planetary administration, research labs, Alloy foundries. Okay. Civilian industries, commercial zones. And, okay, planetary features. I've got a couple industrial wastelands and some sprawling slums. Here's something new. Hot springs. Allows me a max generator district of +1. Rushing waterfalls gives me another max generator district of +2. Tempestuous mountains. Ore-veined cliffs, prosperous mesa, rich mountain. So these would basically be replacing what the what the different tiles were on the previous planet. All right. So these will determine how big these, generator district, mining district, so on and so forth, can get. Then we can terraform planets. Yeah, we got 3 blockers. Okay. Which are the 2 wastelands and the sprawling slums. Okay. Okay, we've got 7 districts so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that doesn't make any sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where are the other 2 coming from? City District 4, Generator District 1, Mining 2, Agriculture 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 10. Alright, well, I don't know about that. Amenities. Amenities provided 43 from the Capitol buildings, job pops, and I'm using 5 amenities, so it's giving me +6 population. I have no idea what any of these numbers are going to mean. I'm sure I'm going to figure it out eventually. Let's not spend too much time over it. Housing. Available housing. Population housing needs 28. So what's that -25 for? I have no idea. No unemployment. Ruler jobs. Okay, so let's take a look at population. We have rulers. We have specialists. We have workers. Population approval of 58. Amenities, current population, yada yada yada. Specialists. Okay, those are, yeah. Researchers, metallurgists, enforcers, artisans. Wow, they really... this is going to take a little bit of digging in. Armies. Yeah, yada yada yada. That doesn't look like that's changed too much. Oh, and there's a corporate key. Corporate actions cannot be taken on this planet, but I'm a corporation. They should be able to. Anyway, so that's, yeah, that's that. Can we build? Click on that. Not like I have the cash to. But, alright, so open building slot. Not like, again, not like I have the... Okay, so we can put in more stuff. Hollow theaters, there's the upkeep. Entertainer jobs, +2. Entertainment turns consumer goods into unity and amenities. Luxury resources. Precinct houses. Research labs, resource silos. Strongholds. Okay. And as your population gets higher, it unlocks more of these. So when I hit 30 populations, it'll unlock one of this next slot. 35, it'll unlock that. Alright, so I have no idea how any of that works right now. So, but anyways, we'll figure it out. So, yeah, I guess, okay, so that's telling, oh, and fleet strength. Fleet strength looks like it's a lot more now, because used to be you had 3 frigates and fleet strength was like 91 points. So anyways, let's take this off pause. Let it start running a little bit at normal. Let's kick it up to fast, because I like playing it in faster modes, and pause when need be. So let's just go ahead. Here we are building my construction ship, building the resource gatherer, so I can start collecting that 2 energy per turn. So I'm getting 23 minerals a turn.
Ships upscaled.
Okay, and the ships that I upgraded just finished getting upgraded. So let's go take a look at them. Yeah, so they got the 2 railguns and the 1 laser on them now. Don't have a leader Let's take a look. How, did they...
Upscaling complete.
Did they change how many leader caps are allowed? It doesn't say anything about leader cap. I think I seem to recall hearing something about them changing how the leader cap system worked. So, but anyways, construction ship's not doing anything. Let's see. Let's go get minerals. We always like minerals. Again, taking 100 of our precious minerals. Let's take a look at the shipyard. Shipyard, yep. Trade hub. Now, evidently, the trade hub is something kind of new. They used to have trade hubs, but they used to just give a flat +4, +3 for every one of them. Now that actually determines trade flow. So crew quarters, yeah, okay. So there's that. Oh, discovery of alien life. Let's go. Where are we? Oh, yep, our science ship that we sent out. DSS-MEGACORP has made a startling find on Obashoth 2. The planet is teeming with alien life. For the first time in history, we've encountered life forms that did not originate on people. This amazing discovery has silenced those who believe we were alone in the universe. Although none of the alien creatures found on Obashoth 2 are sentient, that means we can't sell to them. Well, actually, I guess you don't really need to be sentient. That stuff sold to you. It is likely only a matter of time before we encounter beings that are. We may not be alone out here. So, okay, so it's a habitable planet. It is a continental world, so I've got 80%, and it's a 17 size. Haven't done anything with it yet. So, alright, so there's a buzz with the news that the alien organism was discovered by the DSS-MEGACORP some time ago. These little evolutionary marvels kindle in the dwarven people a renewed hope of first contact with intelligent beings, as long as they don't want to eat us, and they're willing to buy our crap. But it looks like this system,
Upscaling complete.
Obashoth 3A is a Gaia world. And okay, so I know it's a Gaia world, I just haven't surveyed it yet. So, that's nice. Because I can settle Gaia worlds. So, okay, we haven't got enough, because we want to get another science ship. Okay, where do we go for... Let's pause this real quick. Used to be you click on the planet, and it would bring up... It would bring up your fleets, or your civilian shipyards. Populations, armies... Alright, let's go to the shipyard. To the actual. Okay, so it is now. The shipyard now does everything rather than just what it used to be with the civilian ships built on the planet rather than. Alright, but let's go ahead and. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Science ship takes alloys. And I had alloys. I was thinking minerals because it used to be minerals, but it's not minerals anymore. It's now alloys. Ooh. So we're going to have to take minerals and convert them into alloys if we want to build ships, it looks like. Okay, but we've got the got our second science ship. Science ship. Sean Connery speaking. Second science ship in the process. So let's go ahead and build research station. Oh, kind of like being down here. Only 2 ways that people can come to me, so I'm okay with that. Okay. Research.
Upscaling complete.
Habitable World Survey. We now know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Deep Home. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy, and if we can sell stuff to them. Efforts to catalog the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary service efforts on habitable life-bearing worlds. Yes.
Situation log revised.
Always go with that one. Alright, so Obashoth 3. This is a Gaia world. Oh, it's only size 10. Very, very tiny Gaia world. Oh well. A Gaia world's a Gaia world. Okay, so our science ship is done sciencing. So let's go ahead and have him down to explore that. And oh, no. Oh no, that's my construction ship. Oh, the science ship got built. All right, so
upscaling complete.
we do need to recruit a new scientist. Let's go ahead and hire him or her, I guess. So now I have a second science ship.
Evading competitive fleet.
Uh-oh. Oh, God. Okay. The True Path. I know this event. Centuries ago, a group of radical priests and their devoted followers on Deep Home broke away from the established religions to form their own church. These extremists call themselves the True Path and have always been responsible for many atrocities and acts of terror over the years. Although they have kept a low profile in modern times, we recently learned that many of their agents have infiltrated our military. These renegades have secretly been diverting resources to the construction of a small fleet of starships and a hidden facility on Deep Home. When that treachery was revealed, the cultists blasted into orbit with their ships and fled to Flagara. They must be stopped.
Revised.
And that is what we ran into right here. Oh, it's right inside my own. Alright, well, let's scale this down a little bit. So that's odd that they... This was the planet that they retreated to, and that's where they were building their ships at. And when they immediately spawned, they immediately started getting a fight with my fleet, which is 110. And my space station of 451. So yeah, they were doomed from the very beginning. Cultist ship disabled. Our valiant space forces have skillfully disabled a ship in the cultist armada. There's only 3 of them. It's mostly intact, and we were picking up faint signs of life from inside the hull, so we've eliminated all threats in the immediate vicinity. We should conduct a boarding operation to secure any survivors. They will be able to tell us more about the ultimate motives of the True Path. Prepare the breaching
Situation
charges.
log revised.
Okay, so now we go to our situation log. After we finish killing all the rest of the jihadist ships. Yay! There we go. We won. Yeah, no big surprise. And our ships will go back and begin repairs on it. We'll just hit repair fleet and send them back, and they'll automatically start repairing. Love that little button. Alright, so situation log. The True Path. Okay. One of the cultist ships have been disabled by our forces. We should conduct a boarding operation to secure your prisoners and the intelligence we find. Have 1 military ship in orbit. And take 60. Yeah. Finishes in 60 days. It takes me 60 days to prep a boarding party and blow a charge and yeah, whatever. But you know, it's quote unquote a science project. So okay, my fleet has been fully repaired. Doesn't take long to repair a couple corvettes. Let's see where the science ship is down here. Survey. This science ship is going up here to survey up here. See if anybody's in chat. Nobody's in chat. Nobody wants to see me play Stellaris. That's cool. I'm just going to play anyways. No matter what. Crank the speed back up a little bit. Bring it to normal speed. Yeah, 60 days to board a ship. Combat doesn't even take that long. Whatever. Actually, it could take that long. I've had fights go months.
Special project actualized.
Alrighty. Pause. Okay. Should have given me a pop-up. Why aren't you giving me a resolution for it? Do I actually have to have... Normally there's a pop-up on that. Why isn't it letting me do anything? I don't understand. Why is it not? Oh, do I have to take it back to my base? Okay, that's really odd. Board cultist ship completed. Normally it would give me a pop-up of what happened. That is just really odd. Leaders gained a level, yay, don't care about that. Well, that's going to be real annoying if it doesn't let me do anything with that. With that fleet. Armies. Huh. And we have enough unity to adopt a new tradition. Oh, alright, let's go with Discovery, because we like Discovery. We like getting out there and finding stuff real quick, and then after we find stuff, then we'll worry about blowing them up. Why is it not? See, it's going to stick in my craw now. Go to the situation log. True path. We should conduct a boarding operation. Oh, we should conduct a boarding operation. Okay. So, we're going to need a troop for that. So, let's get a... let's recruit one dwarf assault army. That would be ready in 90 days. And then they can go up and check it out. Okay. Yeah. Needs to be a little bit more clear on that. But let's see. We've got stuff. We've got lots of minerals. Not much in the way of alloys yet, but we got minerals. Let's see, what can we do with the minerals? Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead. We want 5 corvettes, so let's go ahead. Oh, yeah, since it's not minerals. See, that's one thing I'm going to have to pay attention to. Fleets are no longer on minerals. They're they're off of alloys. So, but it's only 105 to reinforce the fleet, so hit reinforce the fleet. And if we go to our shipyard, and now I've got the shipyard queue going of... Oh, no, but Corvette is 105. Okay, so I'm going to build 1 Corvette. And so that's starting to build right there, and it'll automatically join the fleet. Okay, so that's good. But we've got plenty of minerals. I actually got plenty of energy, too. So let's go to Deep Home Planet and see what we can do. Do we want another city disc? Clerk jobs? Actually, no. Let's go for... Okay, so how do we build more, get more alloy? Okay, so alloys come from alloy foundries, and that changes minerals into alloys. Oops. Oh, that's what we're looking at right now. So if I want more alloys per month, I need more foundries. And what can we build? Right now, alloy foundries, there we go. Civilian industries. Artisans turn minerals into consumer goods. I don't think we need consumer goods right now. Where's our consumer goods? Right there. Commercial zones produce trade value and amenities. Corporate culture site. Oh, that's Unity. Do I want to... No, let's hold off building a Unity place yet. Okay, so let's hold off building a building. Let's see what we can do to build another district. So let's go with a mining district. Just clicking on that. No, oh, build right here. Alright, so that'll start building in a mining district. And that costs 300 and 240 days. Alright, so... yeah, just a lot of stuff has changed in this. And we're kind of fumbling through it. Hey, Ron! Ron from Retro Sports Network, good friend of the channel. He was playing some Civ 6 the other day, which was kind of enjoyable. And of course, he's got his 19... you're doing the 77-78 football season on, I think it's Action Pro. I can never remember the names of things. I am such a horrible person. But yeah, I'm sure Ron can print it out to let everybody know which year specifically he's doing the football season for on Computer Replay. Because like it says, he is Retro Sports Network. Alright, so construction ship. Let's go ahead and have them finish off building all the research stations in Karak-Kazakh.
Outlier identified.
Alright, so we've got an anomaly. Hard difficulty, 600 days. Research it anyways. So he's going to be working on that for almost 2 years to figure out that anomaly. That's
Market
fine.
outlier identified.
And the other scientist, that's 150 days. That's not too bad. He'll research out that anomaly. Anomalies, I always go for the anomalies. More often than not, good things happen. So, plus I hate sending my science ships off someplace and then remembering, oh yeah, I got an anomaly way back here I need to check out, so I need to send them all the way back. Now, I hate doing that. Alright, so we got transport fleet. Now let's go and send them over. Okay. Let's see. Transport fleet. Okay, I thought... okay, I've got the transport fleet with the assault army. Oh, this is just gonna bug the hell out of me.
Upscaling complete.
Let's read the quest again. Under situation log. Should conduct a boarding operation to secure prisoners and any intelligent assets we find. True path, okay. Army details, ship details. Alright, this one I gotta go to the internet for. It's just gonna bug me to no end. And, oh, there's a bug. Let's see, so... that's not it, that's not it. Events. Dead air. True path quest. Nope, that's World of Warcraft. We don't want World of Warcraft. Okay. Nope, that's not happening. Oh, that's not helping. I may have to just completely ignore this and come back later. Huh. Oh, there we go. How do I board it? It's actually a research task for a military ship. And you have to have assault troops to send. Huh. Well, I've done what I needed to do. So I'm going to have to assume situation log. Let's just stop tracking it. Track on map. Yeah, I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. I've done everything that it told me to do. Oh well. I guess we're just gonna ignore it for now. Yeah, that is just gonna bug me to no end. Yeah, that's just going to irritate me. Anyways, alright, so my construction ship. Let's go ahead and build a star base down here because we want those two planets. Those guys are researching, those guys are researching. Anomalies. Magnetic field. Complete reversal, rare event is an interchange of positions of planetary magnetic poles, and gave me a bunch of physics research. Whatever. Whereas I appreciate research.
Upscaling complete.
Okay, so we finished the planetary construction. Let's see what else we can do on the planet. So let's go ahead and go with an energy now. Yeah, don't quite have the minerals for it. So basically just wait until 1 month passes and we can go ahead and build a generator district. I may go ahead and build an alloy just because I have a feeling I'm going to be consuming vast quantities of alloys. But I want to hold off with my only building slot so far. Now what I want to know is where's population growth at?
Market outlier identified.
Yep, another anomaly, research it. +9. Oh, that's another thing we forgot to do. Contacts, expansion, policies. Okay, war philosophy, unrestricted wars, yes. Orbital bombardment, indiscriminate, yes. Resettlement, yeah, we'll keep it prohibited for now. First contact protocol, protocol peaceful. Initial border status open. Food policy. Now it used to be how much food that you would have in storage, but it looks like they changed it. Strict rationing, dietary balance, nutritional plenitude. Pop food upkeep by 25%, but pop growth speed is +10%. And biological, that is different, because you used to just have reserve of food. But it looks like it's just a flat 10,000 now. Yeah, no, we'll keep dietary balance. It's fine for now. Market economy. Mixed economy. Let's see. Civilian economy. To either increase our consumer goods and reduce our military, or militarized economy, which is just backwards. We'll keep it mixed economy. Trade policy. Yes. Oh, wealth creation. We like wealth creation. Let's see what else is there. Each trade value, profits and taxes must take second place to improving the lives of every citizen. No, we should focus on trade efforts towards manufacturing and distribution of everyday. No, We don't make money that way. Marketplace of ideas. I don't care about spreading those ideas. Okay, so we'll just keep it at wealth creation for now. Robotic workers, yeah, we'll allow them. Although I don't build many of them. Refugees, welcome. That's fine. Population controls. Nope, we're not putting in population controls. Slavery prohibited, purge prohibited. Okay, so that's fine. Now let's take a look at edicts. Yeah, nothing on edicts I wanna do right now. So let's just go back. And you know what? Just because it is gonna bug the hell out of me. Let's go ahead and stop tracking that till I can figure out. So basically we're just kind of at a little bit of a pause in the game while we're waiting for things to come together. Al, Red Sox fan! Welcome, welcome, Al. Retro Sportsnet, Ron. A Paradox game on patch day. Root canal by a dog. Yeah, pretty much. And Al going, can we blow up stuff yet? Not quite. We're getting there. We're slowly getting there. So give us some time. I should probably head to the... Yeah, I can't let it go. Let's go ahead and head to the Steam forums. Oh, something happened. What happened? Sonified science. Succeed in isolating the signal embedded in an unusual pattern. Complex sonification of an advanced mathematical equation, to be precise. One that science officer, yada yada yada, can't seem to get out of it. Oh, God. Yeah, I think I know what this one is. Curious. And research. Continue researching. Let's go to the Steam forums.
Upscaling complete.
Something has happened. Yeah, well, I can't really see anything, so I guess I'll worry about it later. Contact report remnants. Intelligent life taunts with pointed absence. Reads a popular Newsnet post on Deep Home. The people of the Dwarven Stellar Industries are apparently finding some humor in the fact that the lower forms of alien life are now a matter of public record, but potential equals from other stars continue to elude. Just remember that if there is other life out there, there's just an equal amount of chance they want to eat you as they do want to meet you. So, yeah. Okay, so we got that built. Let's go ahead and build the mining station to collect that sweet, sweet energy. And how much does a colony ship cost? Let's take it, because I want to start colonizing. Oh, colonizing, I need two. Oh, there we go. I need 200 food, 200 alloys, and 200 consumer goods. Okay, that's a big change in how colony ships work. So I've got the food, but I don't have the alloys. You know what? I am going to build an alloy. Well, I don't have the minerals for it yet. I'm going to have to get another alloy foundry out there just so I can get producing more alloys, because 8 a month is not going to cut it. And a bunch of people have gained levels. Let's take a look at, yeah, this, all these buttons over here are going to take some getting used to. Okay, so still a few months away from any text coming through. Science ship is working on sciencing. He's working on sciencing. He's working on building. Alright, I think we can crank the speed up a little bit.
Upscaling complete.
Yay, upscaling complete. So we have claimed Obashath as our first system to add it to the conglomerate. And it's got two sweet planets that we can colonize, but we don't have the minerals to do it yet. So we're just going to have to wait. Now, let's see. No other systems we've fully explored yet, so I can't send the construction ship there to grab those and put an outpost there. So yeah, it's basically we're just waiting for the science ships to get done. or for me to get to the threshold so I can build a colony ship. So I'm just gonna have to keep an eye on that. Yeah, this is gonna take some. Yeah, this honestly, this patch could have been. They could have justified, if they wanted to, releasing this as a completely separate sequel game like a Stellaris 2, just with all the massive amount of changes they did. Secret Heart. While unremarkable on the surface, yada yada yada, asteroid has a hollow core lined with industrial valuable crystals, like a giant geoid hanging in the stars. I always loved geoids when I was a kid. With special instructions prepared by Science Officer Primus Sinius, any future mining platform should be able to carefully harvest these crystals from the interior of the asteroid. Adds +1. Yeah, I'm pointing to the screen like you can see what I'm pointing at. But +1 special mineral to that asteroid. So, alright, so strategic resource. That's what they're called, strategic resources. Rare crystals. These crystals lend themselves well to high-end electronics as well as laser weapon systems, thanks to their spectacular refractive properties. While we do not yet possess the means to extract this process, we should seriously consider establishing control of the systems for future expeditions. So yeah, I don't know how to mine the rare crystals yet. That's going to be a technology that's going to come out. And as you can see right here, the system so far has got 2 energy and 1 rare crystal, but the rare crystal is blacked out. The actual icon of it is blacked out, which means I don't have the technology to mine it yet. So we just have to keep an eye on the tech tree, and eventually it will come up. Let's see. And he needs to continue surveying that system that he's been doing for 3 years. Oh, you know what? Almost close. Almost to the colony ship.
Identified.
First League. Ooh, special precursor. Discovered artifacts of an ancient alien civilization on some asteroid. If what we have learned from these artifacts is correct, this civilization was some sort of confederation that consisted of many different alien races. They called themselves the First League. Yada. We've been through this before.
Situation log revised.
We find a whole bunch of these precursor artifacts. We find where their home system is. We go claim the home system. We get lots of really cool stuff out of it. And it's different depending on what the precursor is. You only get 1 precursor. So the First League, I think their home system consists of a bunch of research planets. So that's that. Nothing new in that. And we still haven't... Okay, so now, decision time. Do we build a colony ship, or do we add another ship to our fleet? Because we've got a few years before pirates will show up. So let us... asteroid fossils. Yeah, science research. So let us build a colony ship. Yay! That's going to take over a year to build a colony ship. So that's good.
Future market survey complete.
That looks like Ron took off on us. That's fine. He's back east, and this is a little bit late in the evening for my East Coast viewers. Science ship is not doing anything. Go ahead and continue. Oh, he's done researching. That's why he won't click on it. Derp. Alright, let's go down here. Survey that. Actually, you know, I don't know. Maybe
Potential market survey completed.
let's go ahead and set up a queue of surveys to do. So it can be hands off for me. And just have them go and do their thing. Yeah, this looks like this is a little bit more... Ooh, star bases require alloys as well. Now let's just move that up there. Traditions available. So we're going for discovery. Let's see. To boldly go, survey speed increased by 35% or research caps. No, let's go with survey speed by 35%. Because the quicker we can find stuff, the quicker we can exploit them. I mean, set up trade deals with them. And that is odd because now we've got trade value. So this represents 3 luxury present on this planet. Build a trade hub within collection radius connected to a trade route to utilize this trade value. I have no idea
Outlier
what that
identified.
means, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. So it has to be within radius of a trade hub. What is a trade hub? I know I've got an outpost here. My outpost here has a trade hub on it.
Upscaling complete.
Is there, let's see, trade routes, Union. How far out do my trade?
Outlier identified.
Yeah, just keep researching. How far out do my trade hubs have to be able to pull that trade? Well, I guess we're going to find out when we build something. Okay. Alright, I've got the alloys to do it now, so let's go ahead and build that and see what happens. The construction ship. Oh, colony ship's already done. So let's send them to Obasath 2. Because this may be a Gaia planet, but it's only 10. This is just a normal planet, but it's size 17. And let's change the name. What do we want the name? Anvil Forge. It's a good dwarfy name.
Research actualized.
Hey, one of our researchers. So our research stations will now give us plus 10% physics. And we want a new research. Improved deflectors, blue laser,
Upscaling
capacity
complete.
overload. Let's go with blue lasers. Alright. Star patterns. Latest sensory reading by Delta Pavonis showed a star pulsating regularly. When the crew on the DSS Calipus arrived on site, no evidence supports this data. Most of the crew were in agreement that the anomaly was caused by a sensor array. Yeah, no, it was a malfunction. We're just going to leave it at that. It was a malfunction. I know what happens with that quest line if you go the other way. We're just going to leave it. It's a malfunction. Oh, okay, there we go. So I built the starport, or built the outpost, and that pulled the resource, the luxury, and so now that's being collected by the trade hub. So that is getting pulled back to here to my trade hub.
A system has been surveyed.
Yay, another system surveyed. Now where's trade? I could have swore I saw that someplace. Consumer goods. Influence. Oh, where did I see that at? I don't even remember where I saw
Colonial
that.
Enterprise upsizing.
Yay! First dwarven colony gently touched down on the mouth of a large river delta, one of the several continents that can be found on Anvil Forge. This temperate forested region will serve as an ideal first landing site. Yada, 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 yada. So, yeah. Alright, so we have... Now, it's going to take them a while for the colony to be up and running. It's going to take 5 years. Dear God, that's a long time. It used to only be like 1 or 2 years. So construction ship, let's go ahead and build mining, continue building mining stations so we can keep collecting all those juicy new goods that were resources that are falling within our sphere of influence. Oh, another planet over here. Continental world, size 16, not bad. Tropical world, that's not too far off of what we can do. That's a size 15. A lot of good growth right here. Looks like I'm probably... This will be the center of my galaxy, or my systems.
Research actualized.
The core worlds. Monthly unity, yay! New research. Okay, hydroponic farms, naval capacity, ground defense planning, that's a new one. Or leader pool size. Let's go with leader pool size, just because I have a feeling I'm going to need leaders. Grimacine. The very geological structure of Liller 2 is indeed in flux, driven by what science officer Primus Sinius assures us is Teutonic process as fascinating as it is esoteric. Yada yada yada. Estimates. Okay, an additional 200 energy credits will be needed to power a thorough mapping of planetary activity and determine the validity of what science officer has termed a surgical terraforming strike. Actual terraforming lies beyond our grasp at present, so this is an exciting opportunity. 200 credits. Yeah. I've got almost 2,000 credits. We'll give him his 200 credits. We support science. Crew of the DSS Marius are disappointed to report that the window of opportunity for terraforming Lyri 2 has closed, despite their best efforts to identify it in time. Another opportunity is unlikely to arise for another few centuries. Unfortunate, and we lost our 200 credits. Well. Ceslavis. Oh, okay, so we hit 30 population. I wish you would tell us when we hit these populations. Population. Where's our actual growth? Oh, here it is, right here, growing. Okay. There we go. Growing progress. 2.7 a month. Base growth 3. All right. So, but we do have, since we hit the 30 population cap, there's an easy way for us to see. Okay, right there. There's our current population. All right, so let's go ahead and build that alloy foundry, because I have a feeling we're going to be consuming alloys at a frightening pace. So we better get another alloy foundry out there. And I don't want to expand too much because I don't know what I may need. But let's also go and, yep, let's go ahead and build a generator there.
Potential market survey completed.
Oh, another.
Research actualized.
Oh, research.
Outlier identified.
Powered exoskeletons, so new research. Wow, robots are way early. Afterburners, Corvette, standardized Corvette patterns. We like standardized Corvette patterns. Speaking of Corvettes, let's go ahead and bump up our fleet to, let's see, 5. Yeah, we'll go ahead and reinforce the fleet. And let's recruit an admiral for them, because I know pirates are going to be coming soon. Unyielding. Yes, we like Unyielding. We'll recruit him. So Secunda Volcanitas is our new fleet admiral for Classis 1, the first fleet. And it should be buffed up with a 5th Corvette here real soon. About the 10-year mark, we're going to run into our first batch of pirates. So I always like to have a few ships ready for them when they first spawn. Let's see, construction ships constructing, science ships are sciencing. And we're building people, we're founding the colony. Yeah, everything's moving along smoothly.
Upscaling complete.
And everything's just fine except for that stupid ship in orbit that I don't know what to do with. Which will probably stay there for the rest of the game and just annoy me to no end.
Upscaling complete.
Okay. Yeah, that upscaling complete is just annoying. I may have to change my advisor voice, just because upscaling complete. Well, what exactly does that? Oh, that's research complete. Okay, why can't you just say research complete then? Stupid advisor.
Future market survey complete.
Okay. Whoa. Anomaly. Research the anomaly. More tradition. Let's see. Data uplinks, research station output increased by 10%. Yeah, we like that. Anything that increases our research is always a good thing. Okay, science ship or construction ship. Let's go ahead and build a star base here. Familiar shrine. Ooh, I know this event. Most of the asteroid has been laser chiseled with great precision in the likeness of a small dwarf temple or a large shrine. A shrine to the untold, the greatest destroyer deity of old dwarven faiths. The temple has been tumbling through the quiet of space for far longer than we've been capable of spaceflight, which is disturbing at best, terrifying at worst. Naturally, Science Officer Vulpicia Fuficus urges us to search for more stellar objects that match the characteristics of this space temple and has uploaded a list of likely coordinates into nearby systems in the situation log. Then a look in we shall
log revised.
Go. So let's look at the situation log. Okay, situation log. Shrines to the old gods. Track all on that. Alright, so that'll give us an idea of where all these shrines are that we have to do for that event. It's kind of like a quest. So I scanned Delta Pavonis. I don't know why I didn't see it earlier. I guess I just wasn't looking in the right place. But all three of these are relatively close to each other, so I actually even have explored that system as well, but missed it. Oh well. That's fine. As soon as my science ships get done with these two systems.
Situation log revised.
Yep. Approaching the Undaunted. This is my construction ship. Entered the Delta Pavonis system, and its crew report a stellar object not unlike the Shrine to the Untold is indeed orbiting the star. Yep, right there. So just have to wait for one of my science ships to free up. Oh, and oh no, the Anvil Forge is not done. Its colony set yet. Deep Home. Got the alloy.
Future market survey complete.
So yeah, our alloy is now at 13 per month, so that's good. Well, I'm sure it's not good, but it's acceptable for now. 5 Corvettes, and that's the another thing that kind of annoys me. The smallest ship, they call it a Corvette. It's really not a Corvette. It should be a frigate.
Upscaling complete.
Corvette is more civilian, Coast Guard style, not really combat ship. Combat ships of that size are called frigates. Okay, Science Officer Primus Sinius has provided us with a detailed report of Lyris C3A's geological riches, unique Teutonic history, has served to concentrate many minerals of interest near the surface. Okay, adds raw minerals to the planet. So there is a habitable planet, tropical world, and it is submerged or advanced. So yeah, it's kind of rich in minerals. Okay, but actually, yeah, really rich in agricultural districts.
Upscaling complete.
So these planetary features will adjust how many districts of a okay. I think I get it now. I think I'm getting the planetary thing now. Take a look. So I don't know. See, it's planetary size 19, but yeah, I'm limited to 6 generators, 6 mining, 7 agriculture, but there's also blockers. Oh, have I got the money to? Oh, blockers only take cash. We'll go ahead. How do I clear those blockers? Oh, there we go. There we go. So we'll clear out all those blockers and open them up for potential. Okay, construction ship. He's done building his outpost, so let's go ahead and build a mining station to start grabbing that energy. Not that I really, you know, I mean, they've definitely changed the economics of this game, because at this point in a normal game, I'd be lucky if I wasn't in a deficit on energy already. Definitely making a lot more cash, so that probably tells me cash isn't as important in things as it used to be. So let's see, research project. What are the science ships doing? Oh, nope, he is going to research project there. That guy is doing the research project in there. So we want to figure out these shrines to the old gods.
Situation log revised.
Yep, we know that. So, research project. And yeah, until mid-game, a lot of the early game is just very boring, waiting around for projects to complete, or science projects to complete, or your research ships and science ships to find other people. So the beginning of the game, it's your typical 4X. It's just establishing
special project actualized.
The foundation. After days of activities that can be termed fiddling, Science Officer Fuficius has retrieved the Doctrine of the Undaunted, a textile scroll coated with a sturdy plastic polymer from a time from before we were probably even out of the caves.
Upscaling
so
complete.
Very odd These shrines are have
Special
been floating
project
around in
actualized.
space for longer than we've been sentient. All linguistics have described the language quickly connecting or clicking in their minds despite its age and complexity. However, the writings are unlikely to make much sense as they are combined with the other writings associated with the rest of the until they are combined with the other writs associated with the rest of the Quadrumvirate Godhead. So we've gotten 3 of the 4 parts we need to complete the quest. The 4th part is over there, and he is going to eventually make his way around there. But we're going to take this ship and send him that way because you want to spread out your science ships and try to find everything that's around you as quick as you can. Construction ship's done constructing. Let's go ahead and build a starbase down there, and let's go back to Deep Home, actually to the starbase, because we want to build another colony ship.
Upscaling complete.
Because we have this secondary planet here in Obashath to colonize. Anvil Forge still hasn't completed forming as a colony yet. So again, just, more planet. Oh, Tomb World. We're not going to be able to settle that one anytime soon. I should probably be checking chat a little bit more, but I'm not. Checking Facebook to see if anybody's responded to me. Let's see. We've encountered some form of alien vessels in the Syneox system. Strange objects have been tagged as beta aliens. Until we can learn more about them, we should proceed with caution. Oops. And news of alien ships humming through the ether have reached Deep Home, with, in many ways, ending the first chapter in the book of the Dwarven Stellar Industries' bid for a stellar empire. So where did we find it? Synok. Okay. So, let's see, we've got a space station, alien space station, and a planetary, colonized planet. Uh-oh, that could be the borders of an alien species, which is going to really stymie my advance that way. But let us go to situation log and start researching their language. Take me 26 months to research. Which means I should probably run my construction ship down here and secure this before they get a colony ship down there and secure it. Wow, that is really close. I don't think I've ever seen... Actually, let's just go ahead and build that over there now. If that is the outlying outpost of another alien civilization, I definitely will want to capture that so I can keep them from pushing and encroaching on my territory. Love to trade with you, but don't really want you in my territory. A new faction has been recently gaining traction in the internal political landscape, led by Chairman Paulius Fufidius. They call themselves the Xeno Equality Trust. Yeah, it's factions. Fun little mini game you could play if you want. Gives you extra unity if you keep these SOBs happy. But it's not necessary. The bonus unity is always nice. And some of them, depending on your playstyles, they usually go off of whatever your ethos is. So since I'm xenophobe, they want us. They like the Xeno Equality Trust. So they like Xeno. So they like me as a government when I make contact with other races, and that'll give me, that'll increase their approval of me, which will increase how much unity I get from them. And no purges. Failing to outlaw the wholesale purges. I thought I did outlaw the wholesale purges. Let's go back to edicts. Is it policies? Population purges. Yeah. Prohibited. I've outlawed purges. So I don't know why they're not happy that I outlawed purges. Anyways.
Upscaling complete.
Let's go ahead and survey. Another new faction, Citizens for Freedom Council. They really like me. And they want anti-autocratic, free movement, reproductive freedoms, anti-stratification.
Good business is where you find it. Potential market survey completed.
Oh God, half a dozen things pop up all at once. Happens a lot. So, got a new tradition and science division, which will increase research alternatives and science level cap. Ooh, that's a new one. Increase the scientist level cap by +2. Did not used to have that. Let's see, where's my construction ship? All right, build a research station. Science ship is sciencing. Well, let's just keep him sciencing over here until I get completely yelled at. Oops, come on, stop that. Survey. Set up a queue of surveying. Oh, Anvil Forge finally got built as a colony. So let's see. We've got one population so far. And let's see, we've got mining districts. Okay, so we've got some blockers. Active volcano and dense jungles, but we don't have the technologies to clear those blockers yet. All right, so okay, so if they're not filled in, that means I can build on them immediately. If they're kind of hashtagged in, that means we've got a blocker on them. Okay, good to know. So food. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's just start with food. Let's go back to Deep Home, see how they're doing. Let's do more food with them. Because my food was at 8, now it's down to 4, and I like having a surplus of food. So I'll just go ahead and do a couple. Yeah, let's just do a couple agricultural districts. And then see what happens in a couple of years' time. Go back to them and see if researching or building the farms was it a smart move or not. Again, first time going through the new DLC, so I don't know. I mean, before I knew what my build orders were. I had figured out what my build orders were, and I figured out what had worked for me. It's just these new builds, just with the new game and how the new economy system works. I'm not really sure how anything works. Let's see, how is my... Okay, 12 more months to go on investigating the language of beta aliens. Okay, we received a transmission from the Homogeny of Nira Aztan. They appear to have successfully translated our language. They beat us to it. Diplomatic channels are now open and all hostilities between us has ceased for the moment. First contact. They're squid faces. We are the Homogeny of Nira Aztan, minions of the wise Primus. Our aim is to improve ourselves through the use of technology, and whether you agree with these goals or not, we trust you to remain amiable neighbors. Yes, actually we do. Illuminated autocracy with hegemonic imperialists. Okay, I can trade with them. We wish to be nothing but friends. Let's see there. Minor authoritarian, minor militaristic, minor materialistic. Yeah, we wish to be friends. The news that we've encountered intelligent life for the first time is spreading like wildfire through dwarven stellar industries. Our citizens are fascinated by these beings, and the media is full of reports and speculations on their culture and society. The revolution that we are not alone in this galaxy has largely been greeted with celebration on Deep Home. Of course, we're xenophiles. Just like us, the aliens appear to be relative newcomers on the galactic stage, and their level of technology is similar to our own. Imagine, amazing how that happens. Okay, wow, yeah, they are right next door to us. We got open borders with them. We can trade with these guys. And they're not trying to eat our faces. And there are
Upscaling complete.
Yeah, ravenous hordes and stuff like that. They want to eat your face.
Outlier identified.
Oh, 900 days. We don't want our faces eaten. But we have established borders. So, all right, fine. We're here. You're there. Let's talk to them. Let's see what diplomatically has changed. Oh, they don't like us. -25. Well, new contact is -20. Border friction, -15. Xenophile diplomacy, plus 20, and they consider me egalitarian rival. Okay. Let's see. Declare war, make claims, offer trade deal. Let's see. Let's do information. No, we don't want to do information yet. Offer trade deal, declare rivalry, form commercial pact. Can't do that yet. Yeah, okay. So hopefully we can prove that we are neighbors that can be trusted, and that they can live next to us in harmony and all that good stuff. And let us open up a McDonald's, a McDwarf burger joint on every corner. I love running corporate. I don't know what it is. Yes, autocorrect sucks at times, Al. When I was chatting with you and Ron earlier, I was on my mobile device, and I was having to go back and fix the autocorrect all the time. So,
Upscaling complete.
So let's see. Let's go ahead and build. Yeah, this is the expand part of the game, and I have no idea. Didn't I build? I could have swore I was building a colony ship. Didn't I build a colony ship? I could have swore I built a colony ship. Shipyards. Colony. Oh, I think I forgot to hit select. Okay. So, ooh, we are receiving transmission from the Independent Space Station ZuraCorp. I'm bigger than you. ZuraCorp, business conglomerate operating out of the Niganiro system, specializing in trade, the very building blocks of civilization, as we like to say here at ZuraCorp. I agree with you. I like you. You're an odd-looking fella, but you're a trader. I like that. Please do not hesitate to contact me for making a good deal. Now, that's, I think, where the used to be you could trade mineral, food, and energy for one of the other three. Don't know what it does anymore. Science ship. Okay, so we're not going to be expanding that way. So I don't really care about knowing what's out that direction. So we need to bring our science ship back this way and send both of our science ships in the direction we can expand in. Construction ship. All right, build another starbase here.
Research actualized.
Ooh, research. Blue laser. Yay! Blue laser. Let's see, quantum theory, which would give us plus physics research. Fusion reactor research station output is just plus research. Ooh, automated exploration protocols. We like automated exploration protocols, mainly because it increases our survey speed by 25%. And I just hit one button on the survey ship, and the survey ship's just going to do their own thing. I don't have to worry about micromanaging them anymore. And that's a good thing, because I hate micromanaging stuff. Odd to say in a 4X game, I know. Let's see. So we've got this. We got this outpost here. That's Starbase. Let's upgrade. Ooh, 200. Yeah, we can afford it. Let's upgrade it. And we should. Oh, we're actually past when maybe since they did something different with the trade lanes and how trade works. Maybe they don't have pirates in the game anymore. Of course, as soon as I say that, pirates are going to show up. But should we build up? Should we buff up our fleet a little bit? Yeah, I think we can buff up the fleet a little bit. Oh, patrol. Oh, that didn't have that command before. Order your ships patrol between their current location and target location. So, well, yeah, fleet manager. So let's add 2 more ships to the fleet. And hit reinforce all, and it'll build both ships. We'll go to. Yep, so we got the colony ship in queue, and it's almost done. Then it'll build the corvette, then it'll build the second corvette. Let's tone it down speed-wise a little bit. Oh, colony ship. All right, so we're going to send them
upscaling complete
to this Gaia world, colonized planet. We're going to rename it. What is a dwarf's ideal primo pristine planet? Valhalla. Let's see if I spell it right. Valhalla. Valhalla. That's close enough. We like that. So that's gonna. So that is what that planet's gonna be named as, Valhalla. Construction ship. Man, he's just gonna be going around. Whoops. He's gonna be building mining stations and outposts, so we can expand our borders. Okay, let's go to Deep Home. Let's see, what's our food look at? We're producing 11 food. You know what? Actually, let's go with another generator and a couple more. Okay, before I get too crazy building stuff. My population is 30. Okay, we've got that. 20 workers.
Upscaling complete.
No real migration. Minus 0.5 migration. Okay, housing. Okay, I don't know. Population housing needs. I guess I need 33 for, but I don't understand the housing now. I'm gonna have to check in on that. Amenities, happiness is 58. Let's see. Stability 60. So population, specialists. Okay.
Upscaling complete.
Not really sure what all these numbers mean, but I'm sure I'll figure them out. Do I want to pour a bunch of guys into agriculture, or do I want to kind of spread it out a little bit?
Outlier identified.
Okay, that's something I need. Okay. Planet currently has
Upscaling
14
complete.
of 19 total districts. Okay, so if I go hog wild with agriculture,
Colonial Enterprise upsizing.
then that's going to cut me off. Okay, so I can't go hog wild trying to fill up each one of these with their maximum because I don't have the planetary size to support that. All right, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. Okay, so that's good to know. Constructor ship. Science ships are sciencing. Surface scan of Veldemar 4A's identify the remains of an ancient installation. I think
Situation log revised.
First League. This is one of those artifacts that I need to define. So let's see if I've got research project in system. So he'll go ahead and start researching that to give me the precursor artifact. Seismic disturbances. Many reports of unexplained seismic disturbances on Anvilforge. Tremors can be felt across the planet, and many of our settlements have suffered damage. Whilst investigating these earthquakes, our scientists discovered a vast network of subterranean caverns. The deepest of these caverns are home to some kind of indigenous civilization, and they appear to be tunneling towards the surface. Ground vibrations for our settlements may have triggered this behavior, but we cannot be for certain. There's no telling how these aliens react when they spill out of the tunnels and encounter our colonists. And this is going to give me a situation.
Situation log revised.
So, subterranean culture. I can either try to establish communication or do a preemptive strike. We're going to try to establish communication, and should take us 49 months to establish communication with them, even though we know where they're digging. Oh well. Actually, that's a good one. I like that event when it pops up because it gives you another population. Eventually, you get a bunch of good stuff from them over time as well if you're friendly to them. If I was authoritarian, I'd probably do a preemptive strike and turn them all into slaves, but our indebted workers are fodder for
Upscaling
the mines
complete.
or something. Let's see, Boba Seth. He's got. Oh, we've got modules open. Let's see, what do we got? Trade hub, collection range +1. Oh no, we want a shipyard and a building. Communication dampen. Okay, we guess we don't want to put a building in yet. Ooh, that reminds me. Can we upgrade this starbase? No, because we don't have the technology for it. So, collection range +1. I'm gonna have to look into seeing exactly what those collection ranges mean. But I normally like having lots of shipyards because I like building lots of ships at the same time. And in the late game, that's real important if you want to restock your fleets.
Upscaling complete.
As Al was saying, remember, To Serve Man on the Twilight Zone. Yes, To Serve Man is a book in the Twilight Zone. Basically, how to serve man. Sauteed with a white wine. And continue building and continue constructing. And science ships are continuing to science. Let's see. Anvil Forge.
Special project actualized.
Archaeological project completed. Very little remained of the First League's research base. They were sent to investigate, but judging by the isolated location, we suspect the research conducted there was of a dangerous nature, possibly involving dimensional travel or advanced bioweaponry. Recovered data disks from the Academy of Sciences offered some insight to the scientific community, and I get a bunch of physics research. And gives me one First League artifact, which is good. Science ship. Where are you, science ship? Go back to sciencing. Survey. Oh yeah, we were taking a look at Anvil Forge. Anvil Forge has got, okay, so we've got 11 food that we're producing. So, and we've still only got one population. What's our growth? 1.57 a month. Base growth speed reduced by 50% due to the colony being newly colonized. Ooh. So yeah, okay. Slow breeders -10%. Yeah, I know that's gonna happen. All right, so there's no sense me building anything more on Anvil Forge because I don't have the population for it. Although I should probably put at least one city district in, just to give me some housing. Not sure exactly. Yeah, housing, available housing. Is Deep Home running into a housing problem? Available housing, 15 from buildings from districts, 40. Oh, 15 is how much available housing. Okay, so I can have 15 more population. Because right now I've got 40 housing from districts and 5 from buildings. Okay. I think that's what that means. So I have 15 available. I don't need to build any more housing on Deep Home. I got plenty of housing as it stands. Anvil Forge, again, I've got 6 housing, but I build up. So yeah, they've got housing to go for a while. Because I don't want to just run into all of a sudden all my planets start collapsing because I don't have enough housing and I don't have the space to put the housing. You know what? I've got another planet here. Continental world, 16 planet size. Let's get another colony ship growing. I mean, Valhalla's in the process of being built up, so let's go ahead. Oh, colony ship. What am I short in? Oh, alloys. Okay, how do I increase? Buy more on the market or alloy foundries on the surface of colonized worlds. That's the only way. Okay. So can't build another colony ship yet because I just don't have the alloys.
Upscaling complete.
Upscaling complete. I may, like I said, I may change her. I don't like her. Her telling me research is done by upscaling complete. More construction is done. Starbase, again, continuing to expand our borders. What's their opinion of us? Yep, still going slowly getting better. I got nobody I can offer communications with, so we haven't run into anybody yet.
Upscaling complete.
Upscaling complete. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, so this station. Target. Crew quarters.
A system has been surveyed.
Not do anything with that yet. Ooh, 7 and 2. That's good energy. 8-level anomaly. 900 days to research it. Ugh. Now, granted, that number goes down the higher skill level your researcher is. So my research is a level 3. If he was a level 6, it'd probably be 300 days research time. But the nice thing is you get a lot of XP.
Log revised.
And there's the 4th of the Old Gods project. Ooh, and a planet. Oh, Desert World. But let's go ahead and research the final project of the precursor god. Let's see. Deep Home has got an empty slot. Alloy Foundry. I'm tempted to stick another Alloy Foundry in there, but let's see what else we got. Civilian Industries turns minerals into consumer goods. Commercial zones produce trade and amenities. We've already got commercial zones. Yes. Cultural site gives us plus unity. Hollow Theater. Entertainers turn consumer goods. We've got a lot of consumer. Well, we got 1,300 consumer goods. Luxury residences, housing and amenities, precinct houses. That's got to be cops. Enforcers produce unity, decrease crime, and spawn defensive armies. Research lab. Researchers turn consumer goods into research. Again, we only got consumer goods. Building civilian industries. Okay, so resource silos, stronghold. Yeah, let's go with plus unity.
Special project actualized.
Because plus unity is always good. Old God, Shrine to the Precipit. Reported back with the DSS Calipupus findings of the shrine. They recognized early on that a text in some iconographic script is inlaid in the walls, heavily distorted by the layers of translucent lacquer. Initial attempts at unscrambling the text rely on the raw processing power of the ship's computers to reconstruct the text from plain images. Proved fruitless as they were simply too distracted to place in any known lingual family tree. Next, the crew Calipupus attempted bombarding the lacquer with light of varying wavelengths and intensities, but no beneficial reactions were observed. Vorpuska Fafucius apparently considered physically separating the lacquer from the inlaid text, but realized that the strange glyphs would doubtlessly have been misshapen to begin with, only to assume their proper shape when viewed correctly through the lens of the lacquer. Was about to call the mission a failure when, looking up as they irritably paced along the edges of the circular space, they realized the discrete lines of a cohesive text were momentarily forming before their eyes, melting away only to be replaced by new lines. Not long after, they had the ceiling, walls, and floors imaged in a spiral pattern. Text and other shrines should help us piece this all together. So it basically was a spiral script that they finally were able to figure out and translate. Okay, the complete doctrine of the gods, for that is what the revered texts have to be regarded as. Dwarfing the fairy tale scraps upon which old dwarven religions were founded is as shockingly relevant as it is revolutionary. Revelatory as it is revolutionary. With only a little bit of creative interpretation, it is clear that the people of Deepholm were meant for great things. Well, hell, I knew that. Guided by the strong hands of a religious leader. Didn't see that. Our path is one to godhood, but our past is littered with prophecies unfulfilled and sin born of ignorance. Redemption is inferior. I can suppress the findings, monetize the findings, but what can we learn from this, or we walk in the footsteps of the divine? Yeah, suppress the findings. I get unity out of it. Monetize the findings. I get 1,500 gold out of it, but honestly, I don't need gold. What can we learn from this? It will give me societal research, and walk in the footsteps of the divine will shift me towards spiritualist. I'm not doing a spiritualist build, so we're not going to go in the footsteps of the divine. So, but what can we learn from this? I think that's the one we're going to go to pick up a bunch of societal research, and that ends the quest line. So somehow, ancient dwarven stellar industries, religions seem to have come from outside of the planet, as we have found several shrines floating through space that are reminiscent of our old gods, and that we're supposed to walk in the footsteps of the divine, but I've decided not to. So, it's not a commentary on religion, people. Relax. I'm playing a trader. If I was playing a more spiritual build, I'd take it in a heartbeat. But I'm not. I want to keep with my ethics that I have. because I'm doing a merchant. I actually did it once before. I actually went with in the footsteps of the divine. I was doing a militaristic, xenophobic, and it shifted me towards. I think I lost the xenophobic and picked up spiritualistic. So it's like, really, it shifted my ethics that much. So I was a militaristic spiritual nation rather than a militaristic xenophobe. Okay, so that is done with that. Yeah, we're just kick it up at fast speed a little bit. Let's see. Those stations are good. Let's see. Valhalla is being forged. We've got the colony ship. Don't we have a colony ship? I could have swore we had a... Oh, hello. Hello, incoming transmission. The Wreck-It Industrial Empire. Well met, dwarf. Your credit's amassed, yet there is emptiness in your spirit. No, we sense it. We come to with swift hands bearing many goods. This is a new race. We are the Wreck-It Industrial Enterprise, traders of the caravan. Oh, this is the... Okay, this is one of the new... Okay. We have passed through your space in peace only to buy, sell... Only to buy, to sell, kisk. Whatever kisk is. We will offer you good deals, many things. We will speak again before we leave. Should you call us, the Caravanserai Caravan Coalition will answer. Greetings, caravanners. The rest? What rest? Oh, that rest. Just scrape it off. Scrape, scrape, scrape. As good as new. All right, what can you offer us? We have a leader, an excellent fit for the Dwarven Stellar Industries. A governor of superb logistics, very clever, thinks ahead, likes long walks on the beach. I like long walks on the beach. Governor of superb logistics. I don't really need a new governor. Give us 150 consumer goods and the leader is yours. Not right now. Can we get back to us? Can you get back to us later? Then we'll call you again before making our leave. Okay, so basically these guys, this is a new event that happened with this new DLC, is these caravanners they're space gypsies. Although not quite as underhanded in thieving as gypsies tend to be. So they will pass through your territory and eventually get to the point where you can buy lockboxes from them. Not with real money. Stop with that. I remember when people started hearing, oh, they got lockboxes. No, you buy the lockboxes with in-game currency. This isn't Battlefront 4 or Star Wars Battleground 2. Where you buy loot boxes with real cash. This is all in-game currency. So I can buy loot boxes with in-game currency and get stuff. Can't spend real money on this game other than what I've already spent on it. Anyways, wreckage identified. Reported that the Gingian shipwreck appears to have been the result of an unexpected geomagnetic solar storm. Supply ship suffered a complete loss of life support systems, sustained inoperable damage. Drifting until it entered Gingian's gravity well, there are no survivors. Ship's cargo hold does indeed contain a notable amount of minerals. However, the captain of the DSS Calipopus cautions that the construction indicates Nira Etsan design. It is highly likely that the minerals belong to the Hemegony of Nizra Aslan, and they may be displeased if we try to lay claim to it. Well, let's see. Is it minerals or is it alloys? Okay, minerals. 300 minerals. I can deal without it, so we will not risk an altercation. We will go ahead and give the minerals back to the Hemegony, and that will hopefully increase our influence and our reputation with them. So yeah, there's league. Okay, pause. Okay. Let's see, because I could have swore I saw... Where were they? They're in my system. Oops, cancel. Don't. Yeah, the industrial yeah, the caravanners. They're in my home system. Oh, they're there, right there. So those are their ships right there. And they're a 4K fleet, so I'm not even going to try to take them on because my whole fleet strength is 451 with my starbase and 277 for my ships. So no, we're not going to take. We'll just let them trade and do their thing. But we found a League prison complex. Hostile world seems to serve as some kind of maximum security penal colony for the First League. This is another chance to get an artifact.
Situation log
Interesting.
revised.
So let's go ahead and send the science ship to research it out because we want to find all the artifacts of the First League as we can. Let's build starbase there. I could have sworn. Okay. Wreckage cargo returned. Dwarves, we received word of our down supply ship's cargo. We'd like to extend our gratitude for taking the time to recover it without the need for near interference. Our pleasure. That'll give me 100 unity, which is good. And what modifier? Let's see. So their opinion of this is now at +5, and we got 20 points from returning the red cargo. Let's see. Not gonna let us do a defensive pact. Oh, non-aggression pact. Why will it not? No, we need to. They need to like us more before they'll do a non-aggression pact. Uh-oh! Caravanners, thieves! After a recent visit of the Racket Industrial Fleet to Valhalla, it has been noticed that a number of resources are missing from the Central Reserve. Okay, remember what I said about the Caravanners being like gypsies, only not as thieving? It's suspected that the Racket Industrial Fleet somehow made off with them. How much did we lose? My place. Oh, 200 gold. Yeah, whatever. I call that business expenses. And leader gained a trait. So, besides which, what am I going to do? Their fleet size is 5 times what my fleet size is. So, speaking of which, let's go ahead and increase our fleet size. Let's get up to 10 corvettes. And then add 10 corvettes. Can't quite build them all right now because I lack the alloys for it, but I'll at least get started on 2 more. When I get some more allies, I'll build the last one. I'll give us 10 corvettes. I'm happy with sitting at 10 corvettes. Science ships are sciencing. Special, one of our probes burrowing through the ground and intercepted. This is the sentient species that's living underground on Anvilfort. After the startled alien workers calmed down, the probes were successful in establishing communications with their leaders. No video feed. What? They don't have video down there? Is this thing on? Can you see us, surfacers? We understand you hail from the great nothing that lies upwards, beyond the stone. It was assumed nothing could exist there, but evidently that is not so. What are your intentions? Let's see. Tell us about yourselves. We would like to coexist in peace, submit, or be destroyed. Well, tell us about yourselves. Our empire stretches across every pocket of the known world. Only the great nothing lies beyond our reach. We have many fine cities supported by lichen farms and the fish we catch in the large rivers flowing through our tunnels. This has been our way for thousands of years. Our diggers heard the faint echoes of your cities to the stone, and we decided to investigate. We would like to coexist in peace. Yay! Then, so we shall, Surfacer. Let us share this world together in the spirit of peace. We would be most interested in trading with your people. I believe we have much to offer one another. We shall return to our cities and make arrangements. Ah! My first trading partners! Underneath the surface of one of my own planets. Okay, archaeological project complete. This is for the prison complex. Archaeological mission to Fangor 3A has uncovered evidence of what appears to be a failed escape attempt some distance south of the prison complex. Toppled utility vehicle from the prison was found behind a small cliff, and several kilometers beyond that, the remains of several prisoners and stolen pressure suits were huddled together. They seem to have died of asphyxia when the oxygen supply in their suits ran out. For whatever reason, the prison authorities evidently saw no reason to collect the bodies. Gives me an artifact. Gives me some research. So, okay, and then here they are. They're getting ready to leave my space. Yeah, it's a level 3 science. I don't need it. I don't. Yeah, not interested. Move along. You stole from me anyways, bastards. Go steal from the friggin' Hemegony. Bastards. All right, science ship. Continue sciencing.
Upscaling.
There we go. Engineering research. What did I just research? Researched. Oh yeah, Corvette build speed. Corvette build speed up by 25%. Build cost down by 5%. So new research, engineering research, minerals. Oh, additional minerals. Geothermal fracking. We're cool with that. Coil guns or 0G refineries for mining station output. Ooh, mining station output. But we want coil guns. Defense is a good thing. Oh, that reminds me. Our ships. We researched blue laser ship designer. So let's go ahead and increase the red laser to a blue laser. Blue is obviously better than red. We'll save that design. And with our fleet, let's go ahead and upgrade the fleet. Its cost is 89. Don't quite have the alloys for it yet.
Upscaling complete.
But when we do, we will upgrade all of our blue lasers to red lasers. Because blue is more powerful than red, obviously. There we go. So upgrading the fleet. And continue construction. Is going to construct. Did I not build?
A system has been surveyed.
Kazakh. Oh, colony ship. Oh, that's why I didn't build a colony ship, because I didn't have the alloy
Ships
for it.
upscaled.
That's right. Research, that was only 84 days, so yeah, that's cool. What are we looking at? We're looking at 4:30 here. I need 4:30 my time. I need to start dinner here in a little bit. So I think we're probably going to... Al, yes, but he liked pina colada. I like pina coladas too. Nothing wrong with pina coladas. It's a girly drink, but you know, okay. Oh, we're running low on consumer goods. Gonna have to figure out how to build civilian industries. Okay. Science ship's gonna science. When approaching Fangor 2, Marnius has suddenly received a glancing hit by several passing mass driver rounds. The projectiles were billions of years old, and based on the trajectory, they appear to be stray rounds firing from a neighboring galaxy. After missing their intended target, they continued their journey for untold millennia unto today. Rounds we've recovered are of an advanced design despite their incredible age. Well, if they're mass driver rounds moving at that speed, and we just received a glancing, how do we recover them? Glancing hit means it glanced off, thus it continued on. Whatever. Science. Science ship. Go science. Science ship is a sciencing. Construction ship is
future market survey complete.
So let's go ahead and science here. The ship will science there. And science there. Okay, I like how this setup is starting so far. We're 18 years in, and well, we haven't completely destroyed them. Our planets aren't on fire, so that's a good thing. All right, let's go ahead and burn what little alloys I have left to get my corvettes up to full strength, or at least a strength of 10 ships. Let's see.
Upscaling complete.
Yeah, part of me is real tempted to just do another alloy factory on Deep Home. No, I can't, not until I get to 35. But we're at 34 population right now. Let's see what our current population growth is. 253 a month. Progress of 57, so 25, 20 more months, roughly. Uh-oh, but our amenities is down. Okay, so I think the next thing I build
complete.
Is going to have to be an entertainment because my amenities are down. Yeah, I got 2 alloy foundries, yep. Civilian industries, commercial zones, research labs.
Potential market survey completed.
Yeah, I think the next one's going to have to be entertainment because our amenities is down. A lot more involved in dealing with the planet than it used to be. So, oh, I don't have the. Oh, I do have it.
Evading competitive.
Uh-oh! Counted some alien vessels in Pilgrim. Strange objects have been flagged as ETA aliens until we can learn more about them. I'm guessing they're... Oh, yep. Mining drones. No, crystalline entities. Okay, so that system is going to be off limits for a while. Which is fine, because it's right there, and I don't think they're going to come out from there. But... situation log.
Research actualized.
Let's research out the ETA aliens just to find out specifically what they are. Which will be 20 months. You go science. There. Physics research done. What did we research? Survey speed, automatic exploration. Thank God. All right, so research complexes, exotic minerals labs, capacity overload, research speed, or energy credits from technicians.
Good business is where you find
So
it.
we'll get more energy from our technicians who are already producing energy, or we go for research speed. We'll go with research speed first. So yeah, a lot of new technologies, just a little bit different way how they do everything. So it's just going to take some time getting used to things. 4:43. I probably got about another 10 or 15 minutes.
Upscaling complete.
The thing is, I'm probably going to continue this later tonight after I get done with dinner. I also got to run down to the drugstore to get some roommates' medicines. Alien Mural. While conducting surface scans of Mindara 6A, Science Officer Primus Cineus and the crew of the Marius discover what appears to be an artificially carved slab of rock covered in alien writing. They have not detected any other signs of alien activity on the moon. Exactly how this mural came to be here is a mystery. We've prepared a special project. Fascinating. So, where was that? So, research the project. That is another thing. The science ship, they give you the automatic option to research an anomaly when you come across it. But when you have an anomaly that leads to a research project, they don't give you an option to automatically have that science ship continue and do the research project. I wish they did, because that would make my life a lot easier. Ooh, goody. Tuxcan civilization encountered. We've detected the presence of a primitive alien civilization on Mindara 3 in the Mindara system. They appear to be in the later stages of a Bronze Age, having mastered early metalworking. Although most of their population is rural, several large city-states have formed. We should consider building an observation post above their world to observe them more closely. Okay, where is this? Okay. Oh, survey complete. Yeah, all right. We got a bunch of research because we found a bunch of habitable worlds. Okay. Hey, pyramids. Primitive world. That's their Arctic. What do they look like? Ah, okay. Negotiations for appointing a new chairman are underway. Oh, it has been 20 years. Okay, so that's what they look like, sorta. And they're a primitive civilization, so they're not a spacefaring civilization yet. Now, there's a bunch of different things I can do with them, and we're going to see what we're going to do with them. And then technology. So we put our fifth
Potential market survey completed
into discovery, and that now opens up an ascension perk. So now let's see what all these what new ascension perks. Interstellar Dominion, technological ascendancy, research speed plus 10. We like that. One Vision is monthly unity and ethics attraction, mastery of nature. Whatever. Executive vigor. I like executive vigor because that leaves edict duration of plus 50%. Transcendent learning increases our leader cap and pools, and universal translate. Ooh, oh, you know, universal transactions. Okay. Branch office cost minus 15. Commercial packs no longer cost influence to maintain. Good eventually, but right now I don't need them because I don't have any. I'm not looking to put any commercial packs with anybody yet. So, but we will take technological ascendancy, which will give us plus 10% research. So that's one of our ascension perks. And we got that by completing out the discovery tradition. So, okay, we got things paused. Construction ship. Okay, so this is the trade value. Now, am I going to have to build an outpost there? Because the trade that we got from, remember we had the trade from this asteroid here, was within range of my trade station here. But it's not. I'm gonna have to look to see how far, how the trade distance works. So. But anyways, let's go ahead and build a mining station there regardless. Science station. He's already doing his thing. So, oh, yep, since we have automated exploration. Let the automated exploration and do its thing on its own now, so we don't have to worry about touching it. And let's see, Deep Home. Okay, Anvil Forge has got 2 population on it. Okay, Valhalla looks like it just got established. Let's go ahead. It's only got 10 planet size, but I could see, that's what I'm going to have to keep an eye on. I could put a maximum of 10 districts, but I can't get too overly eager with them, or I'll run out of space. But however, new ruler's been elected, dowager, yeah, whatever, don't care. However, food is always good, so let's build an agricultural district there. Now let's take a look back on Deep Home. Let's see, 42 jobs. My miners are all capped. Let's see, 19. How many have I produced? 14, so I can build 5 more
Special
districts.
project actualized.
Okay. Managed to partially translate the alien mural discovered on Mandara 6A. Memorial for an extinct alien race that once maintained a small interstellar empire. Given that the mural was dated back to be in excess of 300 million years old, it is likely that the curators are also extinct. Creators are also extinct by now. Perhaps most interesting of all is that the material the mural is made of, despite its age, is in remarkably good condition. Scientists get some experience, and I get some science out of it. Yay, we like that. Governor. Thought I had a governor already. Leaders. I don't. Oh, you know what? My governor. I think he got promoted to president. So leader cost, leader upgrade, food from agrarian upbringing. That's not bad. Yeah, let's have him be the governor. Let's see. Situation, market, planets and sectors, sign leader. Okay, so it gives us a little bit more food. Construction ship. So build starbase there. Science ship, and just stick him on. Automate explore. Okay, so yeah, I think we're good. We're in good position right now. I think we're going to go ahead and call it here. Probably we'll continue this in a couple hours. But there are a couple things I definitely do have to check out, like this stupid hijacked fleet where I can't do anything with it, if it's a bug or what, and then plus figure out what the trade. So there's a few things I'm gonna have to dig into. See, this is what happens when I don't read the patch notes first. A bunch of words. Anyways, so yeah, I think that's all I got. Thanks to Al, Red Sox fan. Go check out his wonderful sports channel. Ron from Retro Sports Network. Go check out his wonderful sports channel. Waz has got a bunch of great computer games that he plays, and he puts out a lot of content. So go check out his channel as well. Question, comments, concerns, complaints, criticisms. You know where to put them? In the comment section. I'll see everybody next time. See ya!